This is CBS 2 Chicago.
Good morning. Our time is 7:25. I'm Marianne Childers.
And I'm Jay Levine. We'll get to our top stories just a minute. First, let's check in with Monty Webb. He's in the Weather Center this morning. Morning, Monty.
Good morning, Jay, Marianne. For most of us this morning, we're looking at a mixture of clouds and sunshine and very warm temperatures. However, with that said, a few showers and thunderstorms have kind of sneaked their way into northwestern Indiana, affecting mainly Lake, Porter, Newton, and Jasper County. Also in Iroquois County and sections of Illinois, picking up some light to moderate rain right now. The rest of us will have to wait until early afternoon before we see those showers and thunderstorms develop. A daytime high of 82, and I do need to mention some of those storms later in the day could be very strong.
Okay, Monty, thanks.
The Regional Organ Bank of Illinois is calling it a tragic human error, a mistake that cost the patient waiting for a transplant his life. John Sherman of downstate Easton was on the operating table waiting for his new kidney. But when doctors opened the container from the organ bank, they found a heart instead of a kidney. No viable organ could be found at that time or since. Sherman died 3 days ago.
Closing arguments are scheduled today in the kidnapping and sexual assault case of convicted murderer Robert Capa. He's accused of raping a Bloomingdale teenager after kidnapping her from Woodfield Mall in 1996. The attack took place 18 months after Capa was released from prison.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture is telling Illinois to clean up its food stamp program. A USDA analysis indicates Illinois failed to give about $29 million worth of food stamps to people who qualified for them.
A Catholic high school girl is suing another student for allegedly putting her picture on a sexually explicit photo on the internet. The students attend Marion Central Catholic High School in Woodstock. The doctored photo showed up on a school-related website. The girl is seeking more than $200,000 in damages. McHenry County authorities also investigating whether criminal charges could be filed.
Some big plans are in the works for the northeast corner of State and Randolph in Chicago. The city says the prime spot will be converted into a European-style food emporium. It will include places to buy prepared meals and fresh ingredients for cooks. The Chicago Market Hall is going to resemble an Italian village, and it'll have an 18-story condo complex above it. A Walgreens drugstore currently on the site will be torn down.
There's a new luxury hotel in Chicago, and Governor Ryan joined Mayor Daley and others to celebrate its opening. A ribbon-cutting ceremony held yesterday to launch the Park Hyatt Chicago. The 67-story tower right across the street from the Water Tower on Michigan Avenue. And its world-class artwork, decor, restaurant. Hotel officials say the Park Hyatt is going to set a new standard for excellence for hotels.
Let's take a look at our traffic situation. Corey Morris is sitting in for Clay Champlin today. Good morning, Corey.
Well, good morning once again, Marianne. And roadways in full swing in the rush hour. The inbound Kennedy, about 40 minutes from O'Hare to downtown. Tight Cumberland to Lawrence. Back on the brakes from Irving Park the rest of the way in as you head outbound. Closer to an hour. Heavy Armitage all the way out. There's a Northwest Tollway and do have some delays both directions as you get near the Des Plaines Oasis with some road work. The outbound Eisenhower finally starting to recover after an early accident around Wolf Road. Still looking at 55 to get out to Manheim. Rest of the roadways, actually not too bad.
Okay,
back to you.
Corey, thank you. A television crew in town for the NBA Finals apparently isn't too happy with Hoosier hospitality. The crew from Central China says an Indianapolis bank refused yesterday to cash $5,000 in traveler's checks for China's premier sportscaster. You know him. The TV crew has the refusal on tape and is threatening to air it in China. But the bank president says he was simply following proper procedure.
Let's tell him about Visa.
Which is what? Don't cash Chinese checks?
I guess. That's our news for now. We'll have updates throughout the morning and a full wrap-up at 11 o'clock.
This portion of CBS 2 Chicago is brought to you by Subaru.